Hello, this is Brian. I just made my first sale with Amazon Ads, and I wanted to share my thoughts so far. So this is the Amazon Ads console, what it looks like. In order to actually use this feature, you need to sign up for Amazon advertising. So this is the URL. You need to register, then sign in, and right here under Learn, they have a little Amazon Ads Academy. This is all free. It looks like this, and this is the Amazon Ads Academy portion of the same site. I took this Introduction to Amazon Ads, and it's a few different sections, and it describes exactly what you need to do to basically get started with ads. So I did all that, and then I logged in, and what did I do? I didn't need a portfolio, I found out, but I did need a campaign. So I created a campaign. It's right here. Here's the Create Campaign button. And I'll just show you a few things inside each section, and we'll kind of drill down into a campaign, then an ad group, and then look at the products and all that stuff. So you have a campaign, and then from here, you also you can see just high level number of clicks, amount you spend, if you've had any orders and any sales based on the order, right? You can see a line down here with the current campaign. You can see it's delivering. You can see your daily budget, so $10, and then you can see some stats right here. From campaigns, you can come down here into budgets, and you'll see that that daily budget. I think you may have just seen. I think it was $10, and it gives you the option of editing it right here. So that's your budget. If you go look at products, you can't actually add the products here. You do that inside an ad group. But it will, let me clear that. But it will hopefully show you and I have three books here, a color version of a book, a black and white version of the book, and then a children's book, which is just, color. And it has kind of the statistics. So you can kind of see the sale was actually from this children's book. And how many impressions? 1,775. 5 clicks, and spent $2 in ads, and made a sale. Right, so that's great. We had one order. So it'll show you some statistics on the products, and then under targeting here, um, this has suggested bid for each method that they use. So when you create a campaign, you can set this all basically to auto to presets, which I did. So this is the way that Amazon targets, where to put your ad. So based on a loose match, a complement, a substitute product, a close match of your product, and they have definitions for all this. So I just set this up basically for automatic. But you can kind of see here the bids are slightly different depending on the type of product. And interestingly enough, loose match looks like is where I had a conversion or a sale. Loose match. So it's kind of interesting. So I'm going to this is only the first week. I'm going to let this run for a month and then kind of figure out if I need to change my strategy. And then under settings, I think it also has a little setting or something you can tweak here for what to do with unspent ad dollars. So if your ad budget was $10 a day, you spent nothing that day, the next day you can actually do something with that money. So you can spend up to 25% more than your average budget, with that money, or up to 100% more to kind of use up the unused ad. You can choose. So it's got that setting here. All right, so let's go back to campaigns. And as we go here, you'll see breadcrumbs across the top. It'll show us if we've kind of drilled down into things. So we're going to click the campaign that's right here. It's the only one active. Okay, now that we've drilled down into the campaign, you can see ad groups. So here's the delivering ad group right now. It's got something called a default bid right here. And this is the maximum that you're willing to pay. It actually has a suggested bid, which is suggesting that we should make it lower. So you can hit apply and kind of accept that. And you can come in here every day and adjust it. It's got the total number of products, how much you've spent so far, some statistics. So this is the current ad group. Inside here, if we take a look at bid adjustments, this is interesting because this is showing you kind of where your sales or clicks have been happening. So I had one order on only one click, and that was at top of search. So first page. So when someone searched for something, my product came up on the first page, which is good, right? Like that's where you'd want it. And in order to do that, I'm willing to adjust my bid like upwards of 50%. So to make it, slightly higher. because you're actually bidding with other um, competitors, right, to put their ads. So this is how I'm willing to increase my bid. And then rest of search, that's below that first page. It's just my standard bid, whatever it was. But a product page, if someone is clicking and looking on another product, I'm willing to pay like up 25% more to be on that page. And actually, most of the clicks come from product pages. Then the second most come from rest of search, so below the top page. And I only had one click on the top, but that's the only one that converted. So I'm going to let this run for a month and then see what's making money, what's not making money, and maybe adjust these. So that's bid adjustments. Negative targeting. So if we look at that, let's say we find out that someone's searching for something totally different, and my book keeps showing up. And it's actually a waste because it's not related. Then you could put a negative keyword or negative product. You could actually put the product here, so you don't want it to be associated with, to kind of save your ads from landing in the wrong places. So that's that. Let's see, negative targeting. All right, so let's go back to my ad group, and we're going to drill down into the ad group. So let's do that right here, ad group. So we're within a campaign. Now we're within an ad group. So from the top, all campaigns, campaign, we're now in an ad group. There it is. And just kind of, you see the spend, the sales, and you can actually click these, and I'll show you two of them at a time if you want to kind of just like compare things. It's kind of interesting. And again, it's got the product across here, the price, what it is delivering, and what you've spent so far. So you can see per product what's been spent and how many orders, if any, have showed up. Very interesting. Here's that targeting again, but instead of at the campaign level, this is now down in the group level. So you could, for this particular group of ads, you could, have negative targeting or targeting for its own things, because this could be one topic, and a different ad group could have totally different topics. And here's the ability to turn off the targeting groups here, like close match, loose match, substitutes, complements. And what's nice is they actually have the little pop-up text kind of describes what this means. And honestly, it's a little confusing because they all sound similar, like close match versus complement versus loose match versus substitute. But there they are. It's got suggested bid. So what they suggest you should bid based on what other people are doing, I guess, or what's working. And you can actually apply those bids if you want, if they were different. Or actually, right now they're the same. So that's targeting. There's negative targeting. We've seen this before, but now this is just for the ad group. Search terms. Now this is interesting. These are showing where you had clicks and also where you had orders. So right here, someone was searching for this book, and yet they clicked on my ad and ordered my book. So this is great. So we're going to watch this, and then after a month, see where, what's happening. And what you can do is, if you'd like, you can add these, you can select them and add them, so that we'll purposely target these products to have our ad right there next to it if we find that they're converting well. So that's search terms. It's very, very interesting. Okay, and then ad group settings. Take a look at that. This has that default bid, so you can change that if you realize, like, oh, okay, I want it to be higher or lower. You can always adjust that. So I hope that helped. I hope you found that interesting. If so, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment.